Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the third episode of Gatchaman Crowds. So last episode, Hajime and Sugane were butting heads a little bit because they seem to kind of have a bit of different perspective on life and kind of ways of doing things, it seems like. And they actually straight up had a bit of a fight there. And I'm not talking about the scene where she, got him all stuck and tried to take care of Mess-chan herself. I was more referring to when she just yelled at him, but there was that too. And, it seemed to resolve it if I went well enough. It like shot people back out or whatever it does. So that's fine. However, there's clearly more stuff to worry about because we had some red-haired person just like grab a random drug guy, do something to him, become him, cause trouble. So, problems are certainly happening. But we also met someone else, somebody wearing a wig, a trap that's, I guess runs the Galaxy thing, the Galax. Which does seem like a very convenient app. Like, a lot of people use it, clearly. Like, they said the numbers there. And yeah, I mean, if it could, like, save lives by saying, yeah, there's a guy with medical training, like, a little bit over there. Yeah, that's a very useful app. I can see why a lot of people would use it. However, usually things go poorly for those sorts of creations that, like, get a lot of people into them. Usually have, like, some sort of nefarious purpose, and that's kind of the impression I got from that scene. Like, just kind of laying there like, aha, all according to plan, like I've got all these people in my trap. Like, really came across like that, but we'll see. For now, it seems like a useful app. We'll learn more going forward, I'm sure. Because, we also had Hajime community collage meetups and stuff. But anyway, this intro's already gone on long enough. I should just, jump into it. I'm sure the world will open itself up more and more as I get into it, so let's see. 3, 2, 1, play. Gatchaman. Get rid of that. I'm sure it is. See, we're doing some arts and crafts, and there's Mess-chan there. Why wouldn't it? That's what matters. Kitty cat. That cat looks so unhappy. Mine's just sleeping. It's Tsutsu. What's up? Yeah, I don't see why we can't just call him Panda-kun. Hajime. She just showered it with love and affection. What did you do? Maybe because it is? That's what it was, Messy-chan. Okay. Follow me home. Can I keep it? I could do fancy moves too. I don't because I'll hit things with my hands. That's a great way to phrase that. Maybe it is. I can't pull that off. Certainly possible. Is it? I don't see how it is. That is a problem. Oh. Well, point proven. Want to try that again, Pai Pai? Oof. There's Utsutsu, who doesn't get enough screen time. Yeah, I just gotta become friends. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't even really look like blood, it just kind of looks like snow cone flavoring. Well then. Yes, I know. I know. Well, that's not good to hear. Gatchaman predecessors. Well, the Pie's dead. Somebody quick, get some bamboo. Those ears going up. Oh, okay. But you should be happier because you got a thing, right? Like, I know that's what you pretty much just say, you know, because that's your name, Utsutsu. I wouldn't have you any other way. So yeah, basically, discussion about how we don't know the anime as well as we thought we did. It's never good to find out that you're a rock. Yeah, that's a person that did bad things last episode. Should probably readjust this bit over here. Okay. And there's our Galax mastermind. Utsutsu just has so much hair. Like, more than anyone else by a large margin. Well, yeah, it doesn't make it any less annoying. No, go with her and murder him. That's how you deal with these problems. And there's the baby. Maybe you can just put the baby in a soundproof room. Oh, is he? He's like a lawyer. Yeah, he's a lawyer. Civil losses could be expensive. I mean, quite clearly. Oh. Who was that? Galactor. Is that really in a different wig? It's hard to tell. It seems like it. Can be. Sounds pretty advanced. I'd probably give it a try, but like I said, I'm sure there's going to be some negatives to use in it. Yeah, I think that's really. Well, nice to meet you too. Well, not me. Nice to see you. Just keep sitting with his legs just like that. Really gotta drive home that fact that it's a trap. My lord. My lord and savior, really. But on Galax, yeah, of course. Yeah. I suppose. Missing persons found across the nation. That is very concerning stuff, yes. Possibly. Probably. You know. I still don't quite understand how you fit into things. Like, so far, all I've really been doing is just kind of, you know, monitoring Galax. I'm just kind of wondering what he'll really do actively going forward. Who is a true anime is a very good question. One of the 100? Okay. So who are we talking about here? I mean, I have several questions about what's happening right now. Rui. Is this the red-haired person? Or, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm guessing. Okay, 100 special characters. So yeah, so far it just seems like he's trying to change the world to how he thinks it should be. But it seems like just so far, nothing too bad. But we'll see. Still don't know much about him. Oh, watch out for the car, and watch out not to run over people. Yeah, that's not cool. Again, two very different perspectives on life. Or even just a rude guy, you know, which is a bit more likely. But, yeah, fair enough. If you imagine that's what it was, it does make you feel a bit better. Just, yeah, very different ways of living life. It's very interesting to see them interact because of it. Are you paying attention, Hajime? Does it feel like you're not paying attention? And music's starting, so we're gonna have some conflict. A leak. Oh, that sounds horrible. I'm guessing Hajime doesn't like being in class. What? That's not cool. That's pretty bad. It's horrible. You don't do that. Unless you're honest about that. I mean, you didn't eat all of it, but she never does. Do whatever you do, don't drink the milk. Yeah, once again, Galax seemed like a very useful thing. I mean, maybe I jumped to conclusions too much to assume it's was being used for nefarious things. But I'm gonna still keep an open mind about that whole thing. Yeah, ain't no time for that. But Tsutsu, I didn't know you in here. Yeah, don't drink it. So I've heard. Anti-tampering device. Do we have an anti-tampering device? How rude. No. Well, this is true, so... Of course, old people don't understand new technology and are distrusting of it. Okay, boomer. Yeah. Such an odd conflict we have here. Just milk. They shouldn't run downstairs. What about it? Yeah, are you not a hero? Yeah. Yeah. You don't know? Yes, senpai. Even we must act. Who cares about things like reputation? Just gotta do what you gotta do. Not a distraction if I've ever seen one. That didn't last long, but yeah, I knew it. I knew they'd cooperate. Because they're cool. Don't... Man, that was cut close. Yeah, spit that out. But yeah, I put a stop to it. No more milk for you guys. And I imagine similar things are happening in other places, you know. You still at it. Slash. Don't hurt anyone. And ooh. Okay. I guess he did it. It's hard to tell, but I guess he did. The world's been updated. Definitely treated like a game, but they are doing good stuff here, so it's fine. Okay, that's good. Yeah, definitely should apologize for that, without question. Some people are definitely wary of it. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Like, we saw how rough it was to try to do anything in our school. Yeah. So why aren't you wearing a wig? Yes. I guess that's the way to put it. That backpack just... It's staring at me. I don't like it. What now? Just playing a game. The internet is quite an interesting thing. How do you figure? Well, it's not perfect. That's very true, though, yes. It can be very helpful, but yeah, don't blindly follow it. That's definitely a cat. Oh wow, not so utsutsu now, are you? Should look up her voice actress. She doesn't speak enough for it to be obvious who she is. She did. She is. Why don't you? Yes. Of course, that's what you always want to aim for. So what now? Oh, multiple. Yeah, I guess that didn't work out. Now did it? Oh. So that means you just take out a knife. Oh, that is scary. That's that person again, causing trouble again, I assume. Yeah, that's what it does. Whatever that's supposed to be, I don't even know. Someone dead, someone got stabbed. Yeah, well, I don't see blood on the knife, but... oof. Well, at least we got it away from him. It's a good first step, and there we go. I didn't see any blood, but they were on the ground, so they had to have been stabbed. Oh, okay, maybe it's not over. You guys suck at your jobs, Mr. Officers. Oh no, it wasn't him. That is very unfortunate for him. But he has no way to prove it, so yeah, there's nothing he can do, really. Oh, they're a vampire, that's what it is. Just so creepy, whatever this is supposed to be. Go? Bird, go. Not yet, though. I mentioned the 100 again. It does not seem very good. Yeah. Not looking good, huh? Yeah. Looks much better with the wig and everything. And here's the scared people. Oh, and then that noise show up. It almost looks like Kiss Shot at certain angles. And there's that music. I love the music, but it signals the end of the episode. English. Play the game. I really do love VD music, though. So, this episode definitely gave us a bit more of a look at the Galax. Don't really understand the red-haired thing's goal, though. I mean, obviously, I get the basic goal of trying to cause trouble, which causes people to use the app, the Galax app, to call for help and stuff. But I don't know. Rui definitely came across as less evil in this episode than he did the previous one. Just, seems like trying to shape the world into his own image. Well, I guess it sounds bad if he phrased it like that, but, he's trying to help, it seems like, in his own way. Anyway, that was the third episode of Gatchaman Crowds. Okay, well, this episode, we had some fun with the cat, you know, that was fun. And just kind of discussing the whole, you know, the whole mess stuff is what they called it, right? It goes all, it fades away when you try to jump at it, which, you know, doesn't help anything. Yeah, basically talk about it like it considers them to be ants or rocks or whatever, so. Definitely a hard existence to fully comprehend. But yeah, the app definitely getting a lot of focus here. Like a lady having neighbor issues, you know, complaining about how the neighbor has the audacity to complain about her crying baby, and basically just trying to figure something out with that. They just kind of push a lawyer her way to help out with it. You know, something that would just happen to sit in there as well on his laptop. You know, he's an important business type of person because he had a laptop in public. You know, and Galactors, I guess, are the people who use the app. You know, really going for a bunny girl look, which I approve of. I just love the way he sits down with his legs open like that. It's always get a bit of a kick out of that. Because it's just one of the most obvious signs of a trap when they do that, you know? When they lack the kind of feminine mannerisms you would expect. Because they're not female, you know? That's kind of how it goes. And then this scene was a very good scene. Well, not the scene, just the scene itself, but just kind of what it means, was the car one where it drove by, and the Sugane got upset. It's like, what a jerk, like, you know, being all reckless and stuff, and then Hajime just kind of makes up all these potential reasons why that could have happened, like, you know, good reasons for that behavior, and his response is kind of like, well, you don't know that that's what happened at all. But that's not the point. The point is, if you think of it that way, you are much less mad, you know? And there's really no loss to it, because maybe it is the truth. And if it was the truth and you thought it was something bad, then you would feel bad because you know, jumped to the wrong conclusion, the negative conclusion, didn't have faith in them. So the more I think about it, yeah, just her way of doing things is for the best if you can manage it, you know. Just kind of think of it as everyone that wrongs you in some way, you know, they didn't do it with negative intentions. You could put up with it better. Definitely a very interesting way to look at things. And then we had the milk disaster, which is a very odd conflict. Like, it wasn't very important in the grand scheme of things. It just supposed to be, I guess, more examples to just showcase the potential of the app, what it can do, to help people, how much resistance there kind of is to just blindly believing this internet fad stuff like the Galax, and even people that knew it couldn't do anything exactly because they just weren't in a position to do so, or, you know, there was too much of a risk, stuff like that. So basically, that's the importance of the scene, was just going to showcase that, you know. So, because we got to see this one school's the way they handled it, and even they barely managed to save the day, you know, and that was with, like, kind of breaking some rules and stuff, you know. But yeah, not every school can do that. Not every place is gonna have people that are willing to go that far. So, but yeah, that's the second time Hajime just didn't finish her food. Like, is there some meaning to that? I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure. Like, it feels like there's a meaning to it. I just can't quite tell what it would be. So, but yeah, we were able to save the day pretty much there, which is good. Gotta love Sugane running around the the school with a mob waving it around like a silly willy. But, you know, Hajime had a bit of a talk with him about the importance of being a hero and stuff, and how that's what matters, and she got him to do it, so it all works out. Who cares about a reputation if you're helping people, right? And people responsible, you know, having to apologize and stuff. See anything else to talk about with the episode? I mean, Nutsutsu, we're working on becoming besties with her. You know, Hajime and Nutsutsu. The cat's pretty cool. And then the guy crashes because he was trying to get a good angle for the shots. That was pretty silly. Not a good thing to do. And then the mysterious red-haired character just going to some punk with a knife to emulate him and cause trouble, stab people, get him into trouble. It was horrible. But, let's see. But I do love the music of the 80s so much. And yeah, the 100 were brought up. I still don't really fully understand the significance of that. Because only 100 people is a small number when, like, hundreds of thousands or whatever use the app. So... And yet we keep seemingly we keep getting these kind of signals or whatever from members of the 100, so I don't know. But we do need to help. Like, we didn't quite solve the problem, I don't think, by the end of the episode. So we might, do that at the start of next episode. Yeah, that's all I really got to say. There's a lot going on in this show, a lot of perspectives and missions, and try to really say what the main aspect of the show is at this point. Because we have the Gatchaman thing, but they clearly don't fully understand what's going on with their anime. And then we got the Rui stuff, and then we got whatever the red-haired character's deal is, which, I mean, that's clearly a villain. I mean, there's not much room to question about that. But I don't know. Still a lot of things are confusing, but I'm sure it'll make more sense as we go. So that's that. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.